Hey G fans, GojiFan93 here, and I'm here to present a new list. This one was was requested by Parakokik. He wanted to know my top 5 favorite storylines in the Godzilla films. So yeah, let's begin. So coming in at number 5, I am going with the original Gojira. Now I know some of you are probably going like, "Oh my God, why is Gojira the first? Like, shouldn't it be lower on?" Well, to me, the movies got better in storytelling in the future films. So I mean, I give respect to the original Godzilla film, but you gotta admit the newer ones had better stories. I mean, they did. 1984 was pretty much the same movie, except for the oxygen destroyer wasn't there. Godzilla just fell down a volcano. That was pretty much the only difference. But still, it deserves to be on the list nonetheless. So yeah, that would be, just the fact of a monster coming in and destroying Tokyo. They use the oxygen destroyer to take him out, and the big metaphor of the nuclear war from World War II. I mean, it was all perfect. So definitely a good storyline, and definitely will. It still holds up today, actually. So yep, that's my number 5. For number 4, I'm going to go with Godzilla vs. Destroyer. This storyline was really cool. I mean, I don't remember fully because it's been a while since I've seen it, but the Destroyer weird insect thing get infected with the G cells or something like that. You guys can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong about this or whatever, but and then morphing into the crab thing, and then having different stages of Destroyer's evolution, and then the fact that Godzilla is starting to burn up. He's becoming he's gonna just destroy everything by exploding or something like that. And I mean, that movie had so many things at stake. There was a lot of tension with that movie, with Godzilla burning up and Destroyer coming and destroying everything, and then also Godzilla Jr. was in there, and and he was cool. It was actually the only good design that the son of Godzilla got was in Godzilla versus Destroyer. So yeah, that would be my number 4 pick. All right, for number 3, I'm gonna go with the 2 movies, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Those two I'm going to just put in one because they were kind of the same arcing story. And by God, I love that story. The fact that it was so ingenious, taking the bones of Godzilla, the original Godzilla, and making Mechagodzilla out of it. That was so cool. I mean, I remember the first time watching it, and I was like, that's so cool. Oh my God, Godzilla's gonna be fighting like his father or older aunts. I don't know, however the chronological is, but I mean, like that storyline was so cool, and even the human characters with their relationship and their interactions was pretty good too. I really liked the way that the whole thing went, and then Mothra coming in Tokyo SOS was actually nicely put in. I mean, sometimes they could have just put Mothra in just to get views, but they actually gave her a good reason to come in by saying, hey, you got to put those bones back, or else you can't tinker with the dead and stuff like that. I really like that. I really like how they put her in. It was a good idea, and just such a good. Those are 2 of the best movies in the Millennium series. So definitely my pick for number 3. For number 2. I'm going to go with Final Wars. And once again, I know there's a lot of people that don't like this movie, and I do not understand the hate for it. People, it's Godzilla. Toho wanted to have fun with it. This was the final film for the Millennium series. They wanted to have fun with it. Godzilla was fighting against all these monsters. Yes, the monster fights were short, but still, I mean, and just when you think about it, and we're talking about stories here, so the story in it, yes, it's very cliche, but it seems like they took what Destroy All Monsters did, and they just raised it so many notches. It was so over the top, but it was awesome. And when I come to reviewing this movie, because I do want to review all the movies, when I come to this, I'm going to talk so much about the villain, because I love him. He's one of the best villains I've ever seen. Okay, I don't care what anyone says, I love that villain. But Final Wars, you know, it basically was a storyline of the aliens coming down, taking over the place, but they just, the way they did it was just the best alien storyline, you know, from Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, invasion of the astral monster, destroy all monsters. Whenever it came to aliens coming down to Earth and fighting Godzilla, Final Wars, to me, did it the best. And that's number 2. For number 1, I'm gonna give you guys a second to guess what it is. You probably, if you've watched my other top 10s, you should know what it is. Guessed it yet? You sure? Write in the comments right now. I don't know. Okay, fine. GMK. Of course. Why not? This had the most compelling story because the ghost or the spirits of all the dead Japanese people from the original 1954 attack, and people and the modern day Japanese people are trying to forget what happened, and by them forgetting what happened, all the spirits come together and create Godzilla. Or I think that's how it goes. I don't know if it's, I don't know if there's another reason for it, but that's what I got from it. It's like the spirits are just mad, and then Godzilla comes and takes them out, and then all the guardian monsters come, and I mean, what a great setup for a Godzilla movie, and very original too. I mean, you know, Godzilla has these movies that I've written down, like, these are the best storylines because there's not that many different ones. I mean, most of the time it's either an alien invasion or it's humans inventing something to destroy Godzilla. This one was so creative, so original, and I loved it. I mean, I don't want to review the movie now, but I mean, just everything about it. And the weird thing though that I didn't understand was Ghidorah being an Earth Defender. I did not understand that. That makes no sense to me. But it's because they changed the monsters up from, I think it was Varan, Anguirus, and Baragon to now Mothra, Baragon, and King Ghidorah, just to get views and stuff like that. But still, the storyline to it, great. The characters with their subplots was great too. And I mean, just, God, I cannot wait to review this movie, let's say. So that would be number 1. Well, now that you know my top 5 storylines, I'd like to know what you think. So write in the comments your favorite storylines of the Godzilla films. I would love to read them. And that's it, and stay big, G-fans.